Hi everyone, it's Bae bringing you Captain Tsubasa Tatakai Dream Team, the Japanese version, because the Dream Collection is here. Of course, the global version is having the Dream Collection as well. I know that, and it's crazy over there. So I'm going to go over that as well in a bit. So stay tuned for that. But first, I'm going to cover the Japanese version because everyone's been waiting for this new goalkeeper, I'm sure. So, it's super strong. Well, first of all, let me go over Pascal quickly because he actually, like everybody was imagining, he's a strong passer. So other than pass, he's not that super great. Yeah, so as a Dream Collection character, I don't think he's that good, to be honest, because although, his offense looks like it's high, but it's really weighted on pass, which is above 8,000. And also physical's technique is 6,600, which is good. So he's a real strong passer. But look at his shot. It's above 6,000. That's not bad. But his power is on its 4,000. Yeah. So that means he's forward. But I guess I don't think you can depend on him to make a goal himself. So what how you would use him probably is put him in the side wing or something as a forward using like a 3-top formation or something, and then you make him dribble all the way down and then pass to the center the striker, the shooter, whoever it is, whether it's like Hino or and make him shoot. And another thing is he doesn't have any shooting skills on him. Of course, you could take it out from another Pascal probably, like that combination shot with Diaz. But the thing is, Diaz is only red type, or the newest one is blue, so the type is different because he's green. There's no green Diaz, and also his shooting stats are too low that it's a bit of a waste to give that important useful skill to him, I would say. And look at his sub skill too. He doesn't have any shot. Even A rank shot is not there. It's all defensive skills. It's tackle A and interception A. Yeah, so it's pretty difficult how to utilize this character, I think. And the passive was all parameter 10% boost when matched up against going up against European characters. Yeah. So that's about it. So let's move on to ZINO. Okay, I'm gonna do it in another slide way, like I do it all the time recently. So I'm gonna turn on the music on another device like that. Okay, so this is Salinas. The reason why I'm showing you Salinas is I'm gonna compare him with Salinas. So his catching skill is stats is high, as we all imagined, right? 8,686. How is Salinas? 8,690. So Salinas is like by a little bit, just a little bit, like 4 above. Yeah. So it's about the same, okay? And power and technique, power 4,600 and technique 5,200. So Salinas exceeds ZINO by slightly for both of them. So everything is, Salinas is better. But to be exact, ZINO is better, Hernandez is better around punching stats. 4,200 punching and speed 4,500. Yeah, so both of them are above Salinas, but that doesn't, you're not going to use punching with these characters, so it doesn't matter, if you have high punching stats or anything, so we don't count on that, right? So if we take all that, into account and check out their skills, perfect catch is 455, and that's exactly the same strength as the Salinas catching skill, okay? That means, which is better? By slightly, but Salinas is still stronger than ZINO. Well, it's about the same. It's really close. So I would say ZINO Hernandez is as strong as Salinas. Yeah, I would put it that way. Which means now, as we expected, now the best 4 goalies are green Wakabayashi, blue Wakashimazu, red Salinas, and blue ZINO Hernandez. Yeah, those are the best 4 goalies. Yes, and His passive, we already know it's Catch Master, so he doesn't fumble when he uses catch. And his team skill is blue type catch goes up by 20%. And I think I discussed about that in the previous video, so please, for those who haven't watched that yet, please do. Yeah, so that's my evaluation on Hernandez. He is as good, so that's good. But to be honest, personally, I was expecting something better. To be honest, so in terms of meeting my expectation, it wasn't how I expected. So I guess, yeah. So that's ZINO, but he's still super strong. So for those who are lacking strong goalkeepers, do try to I think this is the time to pull, because they are this time's gacha pickup also includes Salinas. They all have 0.42%. Salinas, Pascal, and ZINO. So that means, you have 2 out of 3 characters that's goalie that's super strong. So yeah, definitely this is a really good timing to pull, I think, for those who are lacking good goalkeeper. Yep. So that was my evaluation on the Dream Collection characters, and now I would like to move on to the passives, the new passives. I think you've been very curious about these. Oh, by the way, if you compare that to Wakabayashi, because he's also a catch type character, Wakabayashi is a bit stronger than both Salinas and ZINO on the physical part, both power and technique. Well, power, to be exact, Salinas is stronger. But, both power and technique, yeah, Wakabayashi is stronger. And for technique especially, is way stronger. But, both of them exceed Wakabayashi on catch. So, yeah, it's about the same, but probably a bit stronger. Wakabayashi is a bit stronger. Yeah. And, his SGGK is stronger than both those characters' skills. So, yeah. So, I guess that adds up to be, to be precise, Wakabayashi might be a bit better. But still, it's all different, color. So I think what's important is aim for the team skills you're weighted on. Your team is weighted on. Yeah, the character with the same team skill that you have. Yes, that's what's most important to adjust the color. So next up is the passives. Let's go. I did some Excel again. So let me go over the passive first. So Misaki, Senko Raiju shot Misaki, the red Misaki on top. His new passive is his shooting strength goes up by 15%. That means his Senko Raiju shot's strength goes up by 15%. Okay? And Bunnak is he will sometimes by 30% do automatic block. So when the ball comes, and he cuts in. Yeah. And as for Misaki, this boomerang Misaki, all his parameter will go up by 15% if he goes up against non-Japanese characters. Okay, and for red Napoleon, okay, this is a bit funny. All his parameter will go up by 50% only when he's against Wakashimazu. Okay, and this fire tiger twin Schneider is combination Hyuga, which means all his parameter will go up by 20% if Hyuga is in the starting lineup. Okay? Which is good, right? And Hisho is so Japanese player killer. So when you go up against Japanese characters, all his parameters will go up by 15%. Okay? And then Ishizaki, the face block Ishizaki, will have 300% critical rate. So he will have the chance to get critical 3 times more than the usual normal characters. And then Brian Cliver is so this is I was expecting something better, but it's not. All his parameter will go up by 30% if he wins the matchup, which means if you select something different from what the opponent does, which is like really it's about luck basically. And yeah, it's a bit hard to utilize. Yep. So let's go over them in details. So Senko Raiju Misaki, 15% boost on the strength of the shot. Is this good? It is. Heck yes, because look at what's written there. It says shot power 54,312. This is max when the shot is leveled at 99. But do you know what this figure means? This means it's stronger than Raiju Hyuga's Raiju shot, and even stronger than the Dream Collection Vulcan. Yeah, that's how strong this Misaki now is with the Senko Raiju shot. Well, if you shoot something different, like let's say you teached like boomerang shot to him so that he could shoot on his own, that wouldn't boost up to that high, because the shot's power, Senko Raiju shot is the strongest shot on the game. That's why. And on top of that, if you put 15% on top of it, it'll become normal. Initially, this Senko Raiju shot is at level 99 is 525. That's the strength of the shot. And then if you put 15% on top of that, it'll be 604. Normally, other super strong shooters shot strength is at like 450 to 475. Some Natureza, he has something stronger. His shot is 510, but still it's lower than Misaki's initial level of Senkoku Raiju shot, which is 525. And even on top of that, it goes 15% up, which will end up to be 604. That is way above average. Okay, way above. That brings everything up. And his shooting stat will become 54,312, which is even above Vulcan. Okay, it's really close to Cliver, Dream Collection Cliver. That's how strong this is. That's how strong. Okay, you could imagine, right? It's really close to Cliver's. And I'm talking Cliver, Dream Collection Cliver with spiral shot. Not what is it called? The original shot he has, which is not that strong. I'm talking Dream Collection Cliver with spiral shot, which you can take from the green Cliver. Yeah, that's how strong, guys. Okay, so this Misaki, for those who have him and that could create a red type formation, you might want to think of bringing this Misaki back in the starting lineup for sure. That's how strong, I would say. I think this time's from out of all the passives, new passives that came this time, I would say this Senko Raiju Misaki is one of the best. One of the best. Okay? And Bunnak, it's auto block 30%. So there's 30% chance he might come out with special skill block when it passes above him, the shot. Yeah, which is okay. But 30% I would say isn't that high. So you can't really depend on that. You can't count on that, right? You might be lucky, like, having critical when you don't have full power. It's something like that, that's how, like, yeah, you can't really count on this. It's only 30%. 70% of the time it doesn't happen. That's why, yeah, so I wouldn't say it's that strong. Of course, it's better than nothing, for sure, because he's a strong blocker even still today. So, if he comes out without using any of his stamina and, use his the block, it would be really nice. He'll probably block, many shots without, losing any stamina. Yeah, so, yeah, it's okay in terms of that. But, yeah, it's something, it really, depends on, the luck, which you can't really count on. So, yeah, I wouldn't say it's a super good skill. And next is Red Napoleon. So, it's VS Wakashimazu 50%. Is that good? To be honest, it's really, limited, as you can tell. But since Wakashimazu, the blue Wakashimazu is one of the best goalkeeper, I personally think it's the best. Yeah, this Napoleon might have some work to do. Like, for example, put him on bench. Don't use him as a starting lineup because you don't know the opponent, goalkeeper at that stage. But if you find out that he is using blue Wakashimazu, then, from the second half, use him. Because although he's red type and he's not strong against blue, he has disadvantage against blue. This 50% plus is big. His shooting stats will be like 9,000, about almost like 10,000. Okay, 9,500. Okay, and his power will become 7,500. That means. Hold on. Okay, I'll do the math right now. 9,500. His shooting power as in total will be 13,250. 13,250. That's strong. That's how, you know how strong that is? That is above Napoleon with Pierre's passive. That means he's number one shooter, you know, if you include this passive. That's how strong, okay? Yeah, that's why, although, you know, he's weak against blue type, if you find that the opponent is using blue Wakashimazu, you might want to bring him in, especially if you can put, like, you know, cannon burst shot from that, you know, EX stage or whatever, I don't know. But yeah, it's really up to you, you know, if you want to use that, because it's really, you know, this it's limited, you know, when you could use this character. So you might not think that it's worth putting cannon burst. That's too much. But yeah, still, you know, I think there is occasions where you can use him. Yeah, that's my point. Okay. Next is green green Ishizaki. Is he good? Well, his skill is his critical rate will become 300%, so he will have 3 times more the chance of getting critical compared to other normal characters, which is okay. Yeah, because he's a strong, you know, still a strong defender today. It's always good to, you know, it's about luck again, like I said to Bunnak, but yeah, still, I guess it's better than nothing. But like Bunnak, I would say it's not something super good. Yeah. And Green Clivert, I was expecting something really good on him because he's okay, you know. His initial stats are pretty good for a character that's pretty old. But so if you have something like combination whoever that will boost him, all his parameter by something, he could have been super good. But Club Games was really cold on Clivert, and they only gave that, you know, if you do if you read the opponent's move and do something else and dodge it, all his parameter go up by 30%. So this, I don't like this skill because you can't really count on it, right? Yeah, so that's that. And let's go into details for some characters who will get a boost on everything, okay? So Boomerang Misaki. So when he goes up against non-Japanese players, all his parameter will go up by 15%. Is this good? Frankly, I would say it's not that good. Like, you know, when Misugi, the overhead block Misugi had like a combination passive, it gives me the yeah, it reminds of him, this stat. But you know, Misugi's passive was if Matsuyama is in starting lineup, all his parameter will be boosted by 20 or something, right? That means, you know, if you don't get rid of Matsuyama, he will be boosted the whole time. But whereas his boost will only work when he goes up against non-Japanese characters. So yeah, I don't think this is that good, as you can see here. Okay. Next is Fire Tiger Twin Schneider. I think many of you were expecting something really nice on him, and it is good. You know, combination Hyuga 20%, that's good. And here is the stats after 20%. 18,254 on offense, that's good, and physical above 17,000. Okay, but actually this Fire Tiger Twin Schneider original stats was really edgy on shot, but not so edgy on power, physical's power. So that's why, you know, it ends up like this. Although after 20% boost, his power is only on the 5,000s. Although, you know, his shot is on the 8,000, which is strong. This figure is like similar to Fest Hino. That's strong. But, you know, Fest characters have, you know, good power stat as well, like above 7,000 or even 7,500. Whereas this, because the original power stat was low on his 4,000s, although, you know, after 20%, it's only 5,700. Yeah. So if you know, blend that all together, it will become 11,274. And his Fire Tiger Twin is 475 at max. So if you multiply that to his power, his shooting stat will become, hold on, 53,552. 53,500. How strong is that? Is 53,000 is like okay, it's a bit lower than Raiju shot Hyuga. Yeah, a bit lower. Yeah, so yeah, I guess it's way better now thanks to the 20% boost. And you know, you'll be able to use Hyuga. For those who have like blue Hyuga, it's easier. It's probably easy for you to, you know, make a good combination with those two. So yeah, I would say it's good. The skill is, I mean, the passive is of course good. It's very, you know, easy to calculate type of passive. You know, he'll have the boost the whole time unless you take out Hyuga. Yeah, so yeah, I think it's good. But I was expecting something a bit better, to be honest, because, you know, recently, you know, for those who got this type of combination passives like green Misaki or like blue Pierre, they became super strong. Yeah, but for him, his original, it's, you know, about his original stats as well, but it's not, you know, I don't have the same impression as how I was, you know, I had, you know, when Misaki's passive came or Pierre's passive came. So yeah, so that was Schneider. And last but not least, Hisho. I think this guy's passive, I think after getting this 15% boost, he will become super strong, really strong, because, you know, it's a bit limited. You know, it'll only go his passive will work only against Japanese characters, and, you know, 15% will be boosted. So after the boost, you know, from his initial, you know, original stats is really edgy, weighted on shot. So just, I'm not gonna go over the other stats because it's weak even after 15% plus. So his shot after 15% will go on its 9,000. So other than Dream Collection Clyber, finally he will be a 9,000 shooter. Okay, and his power is 8,000, above 8,000. This is super strong. You know how strong that is. So if you know, add up together these two figures, it'll be above 13,000, and this will be the #1 shooting stats out of all the characters, even better than Fest Napoleon together with Pierre passive. He had 12,688, but this guy has 13,000. Although, you know, it's a bit limited. It only goes up against Japanese characters. It only works for Japanese characters, but there's so many Japanese good goalkeepers and defenders, right? So it's gonna be really useful, especially, like, you know, for example, right, you don't have to use him from the beginning. Like I said for Napoleon, keep him on bench, and if you find out that opponent's goalkeeper is Wakabayashi or Wakashimazu, bring him in from the second half. It'll be a super threatening character for someone like me who's using Wakabayashi. I swear. Yeah, that's how strong he will be against Japanese. And by the way, as I written on the right corner, his overall shooting power after using his shot at max it's gonna be 61,864. It exceeds the current #1 Napoleon shot, which is 57,000 by 5,000 approx. 5,000. That is too big of a difference. And I'm talking Napoleon as a #1 shooter out of all the the entire game. It exceeds that character by 5,000. That's super strong, guys. That's super strong. Of course, it's limited. It only goes up against Japanese characters. So if it's like Salinas or like the new ZINO, it's not gonna work. But like I said, just keep him on bench and bring him in from the second half. Okay, that's all you have to do. So I think I covered everything. That's about it, folks. I hope you liked the video. Please do subscribe, like the video, and stay tuned for my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.